नहीं पड़ता. So let me share the screen. So let me write. We have got Gauss, जो curvature है, is independent of particular of your parametric representation. Parametric representation. Okay. So let R is equal to RUV be a surface with the first and second order fundamental magnitudes say L, M, N, element to EFG, वो first order वही है, and LMN separately respectively, and of course let H be equal to EG minus F square and D be T square H square and T square be equal to Ln minus M square, so that the Gaussian curvature of the surface, जो कि हमें पता है, K is equal to T square by H square, or Ln minus M square divided by EG minus F square. ये हमें पता है Gaussian curvature product of the roots of that quadratic equation, right? जो हमने इससे पहले किया था. Okay. Now let we change the parameters. So let U prime equal to F of UV and V prime be equal to, say, G of UV be a change of parameters so that R is a function of R of U prime V prime is the equation of the surface, and let EFG prime and L prime, M prime, N prime be the first and second order fundamental magnitudes. Of the surface after change of parameters, and K prime be the what? The Gaussian curvature. So basically हमें दिखाना है K prime. So we show that K prime is equal to K. Okay. Now, if J is the Jacobian of the transformation, Let's call this transformation some name 1. If J is the Jacobian, हमने बताया किसके बराबर होता है, Jacobian determinant of the transformation 1, जो हमने parameters change करे 1, then J is equal to, of course, del इसको हम ऐसे लिखते हैं, which is basically the determinant del U by U prime by del U prime by del V prime by del U prime by del V, which is nothing but del U by del U prime by del U into del V prime by del V minus del U prime by del V into del V prime by del U. So ये है Jacobian. Okay. Now U is also a function of U prime, V prime, because those, we can locally invert those transformation function f and g, so that हमें इससे पहले भी कर चुके हैं, I think r sub u is equal to del r by del u. That would be by chain rule del r by del u prime into del u prime by del u plus del r by del v prime into del v prime by del u. Okay, so you can just write it as, यहाँ पे लिखते हैं r u prime, and then you have del u prime by del u plus rv prime into del v prime by del u. Similarly, by chain rule, r sub b is equal to r ru prime into del u prime by del v plus r sub v prime into del v prime by del v. Right. Okay, so that अगर तुम इसको चेक करोगे, एक्चुअली हम ये पहले कर चुके हैं, so it would give me ru cross rv is nothing but Jacobian times ru prime cross rv prime. So similarly, by the same logic, बिल्कुल ऐसे ही करना है. Similarly, you would get that n sub u cross n sub v would be again multiplied by the Jacobian n sub u prime cross n sub v prime, where n is the unit. Now we know that L is equal to minus n sub u dot r sub u, m is equal to minus n sub v dot r sub u, which is also equal to n sub u, of course, minus dotted with r sub v, and n, the second order fundamental magnitudes की जो equation है, वो यही है. So that ln minus m square would be equal to, so ln को multiply करेंगे, so it would be n sub u dot r sub u multiplied by n sub v dot r sub v, minus minus हो जाएगा plus, then I have, मैं ये जो m square है इसके लिए मैं m into m लिखूंगा, फिर सब्स्टिट्यूट करूंगा, एक में ये वाला फॉर्मूला, दूसरे में ये वाला फॉर्मूला, और माइनस माइनस प्लस हो जाएंगे, माइनस तो ऐसे ही रहेगा. सो यू हैव गॉट, इसको ऐसे लिखूंगा n sub u dot r sub v multiplied by n sub v dot r sub v. Okay, अब यूजिंग द फॉर्मूला जो हमने इससे पहले किया था ट्रिपल वो Lagrange's आइडेंटिटी जिसको कहते हैं, बीने आइडेंटिटी भी कहते हैं. So you've got Lagrange's identity कहती है for any four vectors A cross B dotted with C cross D, which is a number because it's dot product, would be A dot C times B dot D minus A dot D और बचा क्या C dot B. तो ये फॉर्मूला. So if I think of this as A, this as C, तो this as AC, इसको अगर मैं BD कहूँ तो फिर ये क्लियरली मैचअप होता है. अगर मैंने तो then this is A, NU, और then this is D, of course. Then NV is C, नहीं NV is B, और ये है C, R is C. ये मैच हो रहा है. यहाँ मैं B डॉट C लिखता हूँ. डॉट प्रोडक्ट इज क्वालिटेटिव, सो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. सो ये मैचअप होता है इस तरह से. So therefore it should be A cross B. So that means A cross B, that is NU cross NV multiplied by CD, यानी RU dotted with R. So that would be equal to J into, using previous equations. Yeah. इसको 1 कह लो, इसको 2nd कह लो. So using 1st and 2nd, that would be equal to J square NU prime cross NV prime times RU prime dot RV prime by 1st and 2nd, which is by the same analogy equal to J square into, मैं इसको रिवर्स करूंगा, वही इसका रिवर्स में करूंगा. So मैंने कुछ गलत किया. हाँ यस, क्रॉस था. okay. तो फिर यहाँ भी क्रॉस ही है, यहाँ भी क्रॉस ही है. Now again by Lagrange's identity, so it would be N sub U prime dot R sub U prime by the Lagrange's identity into N V prime dotted with RV prime minus N sub U prime dotted with RV prime multiplied by NV prime dotted with R sub U prime, which would nothing be by the same reasoning equal to L prime N prime minus M prime square. Okay, also either way LM minus U square. Also R sub U cross R sub V dotted with again R sub U cross R sub V is equal to J square into RU prime cross R prime V dotted with R sub U cross R sub V prime. And this is nothing but norm of RU cross RV, a square, is equal to J square into RU prime cross R sub V prime in norm का square. That is H square is equal to J square into H prime square. Hence, K prime is K prime is equal to L prime N prime minus M square divided by H prime का square. वो बराबर होगा using these equations 3 and 4. 3 and 4 वो होगा basically 1 by G square into ln minus m square divided by 1 by G square times h square, which is nothing but ln minus m square divided by h square. That's equal to k. यानी रीपैरामीटराइजेशन से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, जो हमें गॉसियन कर्वेचर का वैल्यू होगा वो सेम ही होगा. Okay. Now there's an exercise regarding the umbilics where you show that point of intersection, points of intersection of the surface x raised to power m plus y raised to power m plus z raised to power m is equal to a raised to power m, and the line m is some integer x equal to y equal to z. X equal to y equal to z is a line that passes through the origin and has good direction ratios 1, 1, 1. Are umbilics, and that the curvature at the umbilic is given by rho is equal to 1 by k, which is equal to rho, is equal to a divided by m minus 1, 3 raised to power m minus 2 divided by 2m. So एक तो ये है कि umbilic का curvature ये होगा उस point. Umbilic means जहाँ basically सारी directions, principal directions होती है. On a sphere every point is an umbilic. बट अगर ये सरफेस लेंगे, सपोज मैं अगर लूँ इसका x square plus y square plus z square is equal to a square, so that would be a sphere. So basically वहाँ तो हर कोई होता है, ये कह रहा है लेकिन अगर एक लाइन हो, पर्टिकुलर लाइन x equal to y equal to z, उसको इंटरसेक्शन के जो दो पॉइंट्स होंगे वो लिंक होंगे. इसी तरह से सो इट्स ऑब्वियस, इसमें तो कुछ करना ही नहीं. बेसिकली द क्वेश्चन इज अगर हम ये कुछ भी वैल्यू लें m का 3, 5, 7, 10 वगैरह वगैरह, right? So then what? Then the umbilics would be, they would still be umbilics. They would have, यानी umbilic के लिए हमें पता ही है क्या है कि E by L is equal to F by M is equal नहीं F by M is equal to G by L. The first and second order fundamental magnitudes for that point would be, what do you call it, proportional. So basically we choose x and y to be our parameters. तो कि तुम पे मैं छोड़ दूं, उनको हम आपस में सॉल्व करेंगे. So let me write it down anyways. So the given surface, so it is basically x raised power m plus y raised to power m plus z raised power m is equal to a raised power m. So we take it to be, we're choosing x and y as our parameters, because we can solve it for z, because z would be equal to a raised power m minus x raised power m minus y raised power m whole raised power 1 by m, right? So अगर मैं वैसे करूं parameters, तो so then differentiating this, let's call this equation a, differentiating a with respect to say x, so you would be m times x raised to power m minus 1. Y is independent of x because we are x and y are parameters, so they have to be independent. तो वो तो आएगा 0, but z depends upon x and y, so z को करेंगे तो ये बन जाएगा m times z raised power m minus 1 into del z by del x, right? Using the chain rule, this is equal to 0, right? So del z by del x के लिए हमारा एक सिंबल है, तो मैं याद दिलाना चाहूंगा वो क्या कि p को हम यूज करते हैं del z by del x, in this case q को del z by del y, r को of course rst इसके बाद आता है ना, वो होगा del p by del x, यानी इसका सेकंड पार्शियल, s को del mixed partial, so it would be either del p by del x or del q by del y. So it would be, let me call it del p by del y. और t है अपना as usual del q by del y. So ये हम symbols use करते हैं. So therefore I can say p is equal to del z by del x, which is minus x raised power m minus 1 divided by z raised power m minus 1. Let's call this equation 1. And similarly, अगर मैं इसको differentiate करता partially with respect to, यहाँ लिखना differentiating partially, यही बात है. We know that is a function of two variables, जो differentiation होगी वो partially ही होगी. तो q मुझे मिलेगा इसी तरह से minus y raised power m minus 1 divided by z raised power m minus 1. Again, अगर मैं log इस पे apply करूँ, so log of p, wherever this is positive, right? This thing, उस पे अगर हम log लगाएंगे, so ये बन जाएगा minus m minus 1 into log of x minus log of z. So that would give us differentiating, if we differentiate it again with respect to x, so differentiating partially with respect to x, I would get, of course, पहले p के साथ differentiation 1 by p, फिर आएगा del p by del x, फिर यहाँ मिलेगा minus m minus 1 into 1 by x, फिर आएगा यहाँ minus 1 by z, और of course chain का del z by del x. So that would be equal to minus m minus 1 into 1 by x, then minus 1 by z into p. So you would get basically, what is del p by del x? Del p by del x is my r, so r is equal to p को यहाँ ले जाते हैं. ओके नहीं, r by p को ऐसे ही रखते हैं. इसको अगर थोड़ा माइनस से एडजस्ट कर लें, so अगर p by z, तो ऐसे करते हैं m minus 1 into p by z minus 1 by x. Let's call this equation second. Also इसी तरह से अगर मैं differentiate करता with respect to y, so you would get s by p is equal to m minus 1 times q by z. Let's call this equation third, and t by p, t by q would be equal to m minus 1. You just have to remember these. So I just leave it to you. वैसे मैंने सोचा था ये तुम खुद करोगे, लेकिन मैंने सोचा मैं थोड़ा सा इसमें कर ही लूं. Let's call this equation 4. Now problem यहाँ पे ये है, now for an oblique, अगर इस पे कोई oblique होगी, I must have E by L equal to F by M is equal to G by N. And we know that ये हमने किया है for Monge's form, E is equal to 1 plus P square.
करने के लिए.
हाँ? Hello? कौन है? Hello? F is equal to PQ and G is equal to 1 plus Q square that we have evaluated, and we are dealing with a Monge surface. इसी तरह से L था R by H, and M था I think S by H, and N था T by H, where T is These are our symbols. वो हमने वहां किए हैं. So I don't need to repeat. So अगर एक अम्लिक होगा कोई point, so that therefore which gives, so that इससे हमें मिलेगा for an अम्लिक we must have 1 plus p square divided by r must be equal to 1 pq divided by s by h. S cancel हो जाएगा, वैसे भी throughout है. It would be 1 plus q square divided by t. क्योंकि h throughout है तो वो cancel हो जाएगा. Okay, अगर मैं अब इन दो को पकड़ूं, from first two equations, what do I get? I will get 1 plus p square divided by r is equal to pq divided by s. So that would give me, it implies that 1 plus p square divided by r is basically z divided by m minus 1. So here I am using equation second जो हमने पहले निकाली. तो equation second ये है. तो इसको अगर हम सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे यहाँ पे, you will get pq divided by s is actually z divided by m minus 1. So which implies that 1 plus p square is equal to z divided by m minus 1 into, what should I do, r. अब r का वैल्यू मैं लूंगा किससे? Suppose इससे second, second से ही लूंगा. तो using second, so that would be equal to, वैसे मैं इसको ब्रैकेट नहीं डालना चाहिए था. Okay, so that can be written as, using second, you would have what? Z divided by m minus 1. So it would be p into m minus 1, और मैं उसे सब्स्टिट्यूट कर रहा हूँ, into p by z minus 1 by x. Using जो भी इक्वेशन है कौन सी थी वो, जिसमें r हमें मिल रहा है सेकंड. तो अगर तुम इसको देखो, this would be m minus 1 cancels, z cancels, which is actually p square minus pz divided by x, right? So of course p square cancels, so you will get, यानी ये है 1 plus p square, इसके बराबर है p square cancel, you will basically get p is equal to minus x by z, which would be minus x raised power m minus 1 divided by z raised power m minus 1. Again we are using, अगर p तो हमें यहाँ से इसके बराबर मिला, as you can see, लेकिन p खुद हमने निकाला है इससे पहले इसके बराबर. कहाँ गया? Using what? चलो using. So that would give us, what would that give us? X raised to power, इसको यहाँ लाते हैं, m minus 2 is equal to z raised power m minus 2. Similarly, अगर मैंने शुरू की थी वो जो ट्रिपलेट ऑफ इक्वेशंस है, similarly using the second and third, using second and third equations. कौन सी second and third equations? जो हमने कंडीशन ऑफ अम्लिक होने के लिए जो ये तीन इक्वेशन, अगर मैं ये दो यूज करता, तो we would get this thing that y raised to power m minus 2 is equal to z raised to power m minus 2, which implies that x raised to power m minus 2 is equal to y raised to power m minus 2, which is equal to z raised to power m minus 2. Which would imply that x is equal to y is equal to z. And if for an umbilic, we must have this, which means that the umbilic must be the intersection of which is the equation of a line. हाँ, यहाँ पर मैं मान रहा हूँ m is bigger than 2. क्यों? क्योंकि मैंने पहले ही बोला there is nothing to prove, क्योंकि तब तो हर कोई point umbilic है. If m is equal to 2, m is equal to 2, right? और अगर m 1 है, then that's a straight line itself. फिर तो कुछ prove ही नहीं करना, because they are the same thing. फिर तो आएगा ना x प्लस, दैट वुड बी प्लेन, राइट? प्लेन पे हर कोई पॉइंट ऑब्लिक है। ओके, नाउ ओके, सो पहला हिस्सा तो इसको प्रूव हो गया। Therefore, for an oblique, I must have x equal to y equal to z. Again, if x is equal to y equal to z, I would get, what do I get? I would get p is equal to 1, q is equal to 1, and कहाँ से मिलेगा मुझे? हाँ, आ गया, जो हमने पहली इक्वेशंस दी थी। अगर x और y और z सेम है तो ये एक्चुअली -1 होगा, -1 होगा +1। अगर x 1 है, z 1 है, तो p would be equal to, where 1 raised per anything is 1, 1 raised per anything is 1, so I think they will be -1. Okay, let me write it again. So हमारा p होगा -1, q होगा -1, और हमारा जो h होगा वो होगा √1 प्लस p स्क्वायर प्लस q स्क्वायर, जो होगा √3, राइट? Now also let me, जो कर्वेचर ऑफ द अम्बिक है, अम्बिक पॉइंट पे जो नॉर्मल कर्वेचर है वो हर डायरेक्शन में सेम है, तो इसका मतलब also E is equal to, I should write it like this, हमें चाहिए इसका गॉसियन कर्वेचर, जस्ट अ मिनट, नहीं, जस्ट अ मिनट, मैं अगर इसको, हाँ, also E by L is equal to M by F by M is equal to G by L. It implies that this whole ratio is also equal to E du square plus twice M du dv plus N dv square divided by, मैं गलत लिख रहा हूँ, yes, मैंने उल्टा कर दिया। It implies that यहाँ N है, L by, चलो ऐसे लिखते हैं, ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, ऐसे भी चलेगा। It is equal to L du square plus, फिर से मुझे लिखना पड़ेगा, also E by L, अरे क्या हो रहा है, E by L is equal to F by M is equal to G by N, E F G element is equal to E du square plus twice F du dv plus N dv square divided by, क्या लिख रहा हूँ, G L du square plus twice M du dv plus N dv square, which is basically the 1 by k, where k is the normal curvature at the oblique, ये हर डायरेक्शन में सेम होता है, so that would give us, simply हमें वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करने हैं, okay, that would give us, क्योंकि रेशियो सेम है तो मतलब यहाँ मैंने ये यूज किया, अगर E by L is equal to F by M, then clearly E by du square plus L by du square is equal to F twice F M du dv plus twice M du dv, राइट? क्योंकि मैं ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा सारा, बट हमें पता है अगर 2/3 इज इक्वल टू, वी नो दैट इट इज इक्वल टू 4/6, बट दिस इज ऑल्सो इक्वल टू, अगर हम इन दोनों को ऐड करें, 6/12, 6/9, अगर हम इन दोनों को ऐड करें फिर भी ये बराबर होता है, यानी ये बराबर होगा इनके एडिशन के बराबर भी। वही मैंने तीनों के साथ किया, यानी दिस रेशियो शुड बी इक्वल टू, देखो ये है E/L, ये इसके बराबर है लेकिन वो इसके बराबर भी होगा, तो फिर वो इसके बराबर भी होगा। आई डोंट नो व्हाट्स कॉल्ड, लेकिन ये हमेशा ट्रू होता है, इट्स इजी टू प्रूव वैसे। सो अगेन तीसरा नंबर होगा वो भी इसको ऐड कर सकते हैं। सो ये तीनों रेशियोज इसके बराबर हैं। सो दैट वुड हैव गिवन अस व्हाट, नाउ दैट वुड गिव अस 1 plus p square divided by r by h, okay, is equal to, no, is equal to 1 क्या अपना pq divided by s is equal to 1 plus q square divided by t, of course h है यहाँ पे, h है यहाँ पे, तो that would be equal to some ratio जो कि हमें पता है 1/k है now, so that would give us 1 plus p square divided by r is equal to pq divided by s is equal to 1 plus q square divided by t, so h आएगा ऊपर, that would be h by k, that means 1/k would be equal to 1/h times s, शायद वहीं से मिलेगा, और ऊपर आएगा पी क्यू। तो इन दोनों का वैल्यू अगर हम सब्स्टिट्यूट करें तो यू विल गेट बेसिकली जो हमें चाहिए था इक्वेशन में कि m माइनस, तो मैं चाहूंगा तुम इसको इवेलुएट करो एंड इसको इवेलुएट करो, दैट इज द आंसर। ओके, मैं चाहता हूँ थोड़ा आगे बढ़े इससे। नाउ वी कम टू एन इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक दैट्स कॉल्ड गाउस मैप। और गाउस मैप के बारे में शायद मैंने कभी बताया था जब मैंने सरफेस नॉर्मल पे बात की थी, मैंने बोला था ये, so basically I've got a surface, right? अब सरफेस है अपनी रेगुलर सरफेस, अब हर पॉइंट पे एक यूनिट नॉर्मल है, यहाँ पे भी होगा अपना एक सरफेस नॉर्मल अगर सरफेस रेगुलर है, which is basically the perpendicular to the tangent plane at that point। मुझे लगता है लेस देन 1 मिनट है, नेक्स्ट में बंद ही करता हूँ, फिर तुम ज्वाइन कर लो। हेलो, कैन यू हियर मी?